Lazy Man Prepper here, and this video shows Cody's and mine overnight winter hammock test. Lazy Man Prepper here. Today we're doing a video on camping outside in the snow. So I'm watching all my YouTube channel subscriptions that I have, and several of them have went out and done overnight camping in the winter time, which it is right now in the northern hemisphere. And so this is my version of that. Hey guys, Lazy Man Prepper and Kid Prepper out here in the backyard, and we have our Call Craven designed tarp pea pod hammock set up, and we're going to show you the temperatures right now. It's 14 degrees, and as the night goes on, it's going to go 16, 18, 23, going to get a little warmer, and by sunrise it's going to drop down to 17 again. So it's currently 14 degrees out here. And we have our hammocks set up side by side. We're what, 30 yards from the house in case we get too cold. We can run in there or get scared. Nobody gets scared, do they?
Nope.
Gotta watch for them coyotes. Let me show you the hammock setup while we still got some light. We got Cody's on the left. He has the Reflectix on the top to help keep his dry on the top, or wider on the top. And I have mine with the Ridgeline and the double wide Reflectix on the bottom. Cody is using, what are you using? Your big 0 degree Coleman sleeping bag. And I have my wool blanket sleeping bag.
What is this?
That's a pouch.
You made that?
I made that. I'm going to bring out my cold weather sleeping bag and keep it on the swing set. That's what we're actually suspended from here tonight, is the swing set. And I'm going to bring out, he's slowing snowballs. I'm going to bring out my cold weather sleeping bag, set it on the swing set, just in case I need to get up and get into that. So probably next we'll see is from the inside of the hammocks tonight, and we'll go from there. It is cold. It's 14 degrees.
Yep.
It is 9:42, and Cody and I are out in our hammocks. We can hear the snow falling on our outside, but they're actually pretty warm. All I'm using is the wool blanket sleeping bag system that I have, and I got a hat on and sweatpants, a shirt, and I actually have my sweatshirt on, but I think I'm going to take that off.
That is...
He says I made him take his coat off, so he says I better. We'll tape in the morning, and we're going to have about 4 or 5 inches of snow on top of us. Got to go plow tomorrow.
Hopefully we don't have school.
Hopefully we don't have school, he says. Well, I apologize, but that's all the video I have from our winter overnight. Let me tell you what happened. At 1:30, went to bed at 9:45. At 1:30 in the morning, I was getting a little chilly with just my wool sleeping bag. And I had to go to the bathroom. So I made the choice to put my boots on, which were outside of between our hammocks and in a garbage bag. Put my boots on, got out, took my wool blanket inside, went to the bathroom, got the sleeping bag, my cold weather sleeping bag, unrolled that, got it all ready, came back out, climbed in, and I was super toasty. Slept for a little bit. At around 3:30 in the morning, we had I'm going to guess, a 40-mile-an-hour gust of wind come through, and it opened up Cody's hammock. as I'm looking out, because I hang a little lower because I'm heavier, all I see is the bottom of his of his hammock. And didn't think anything of it. And he says to me, "Dad, I'm getting cold." And I'm like, "Why are you getting cold? You know, you're in your sleeping bag." And then I raised up my opening a little bit, and I could see that his hammock had completely blown open. The reflectix on the top had went over top of the ridge line, and he couldn't get it back over him. And I'm like, "Do you want to go inside?" He's like, "Yep." So I put my boots on again, and when I got out and looked, he had about an inch of snow on top of him, over his sleeping bag. So he's like, "Well, how am I going to do this?" I was like, "I'll just carry you in." Weighs 90 pounds. Picked him up, carried him inside. I went back out, pulled out my took down the tarps, because they come down, you know, they disassemble pretty easy, and I didn't want to leave them out there in that wind. And drug everything back inside. So from 3:30, quarter to 4, till 6, we climbed in our own beds. And then, of course, they didn't have any school, and I woke him up, and we went snow plowing. And I might cut in some footage here of him plowing snow. So what did I learn from this 14-degree camp out, or overnight, if you will? I learned that the Velcro that I had put on my hammock, which is a blue tarp, the adhesive doesn't hold at those kind of temperatures. So when I would close the flap and use the Velcro to keep it closed, it would just pull off of the tarp, and it would open up. And that's what happened with his also, is that when all the adhesive froze, it opened up his hammock. So what I've done since then is sew the Velcro along the bottom of the horizontal strip along the bottom of the hammock, and all the vertical pieces are now sewn to the hammock, or to the tarp, so that won't happen again. If you want to build one of these and you're going to use the setup that I have, I would suggest getting the non-adhesive roll of Velcro and sewing it onto your hammock. The reason I say non-adhesive is because my sewing machine didn't like the adhesive. It would, you know, sew through, and after about 8 inches, 10 inches or so, it would get all gummed up with the adhesive. So I'd have to take it apart, clean it, put it back together, go another 10 or 12 inches, take it apart, repeat, repeat, repeat. So if you're going to build the Cull Craven P-Pod hammock system with the Lazy Man Prepper ideas on it, don't use the adhesive Velcro, and sew it on, either machine or by hand. Is my wool sleeping bag good down to 14 degrees? I could have made it. I wasn't going to freeze. I was just uncomfortable. And I'm thinking, well, let's test this system with the my cold weather sleeping bag I have. So much warmer. Unbelievably warm. So, in conclusion, build yourself a Cull Craven designed P-Pod hammock system out of a tarp with the Lazy Man ideas and improvements, and carry your warm weather sleeping bag with you and go out and try this. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click like and post a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Now would be a good time to click subscribe if you haven't already. That's the best way to get my latest videos. Check out my channel too. I have a lot more videos there. This is Lazy Man Prepper, out. Boom. How easy was that? Are all about getting back or surviving different situations. There's Cody's, and there's mine. Lazy Man Prepper, out.